Hi, my name is Daued, and it's always a great joy for me to be able to come to your homes through this way of online teaching. I hope you are having a good time already, and if you are not, then I promise you will have now, because we are going to study together something very interesting. So allow me to begin with today's lesson, with today's topic. Ready, set, let's go. Poem number 5, How the Little Kite Learned to Fly by Katherine Pyle. Alright, so the name of the poet is Katherine Pyle. So when you hear the term kite, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Makar Sankranti? Good, that's right. Makar Sankranti is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the term kite. So today we are going to talk about kites. This poem, How the Little Kite Learned to Fly, is a story about a kite, about a little kite who wanted to fly, who wanted to learn to fly, but the kite was afraid. Let's see what happens in the story. I can never do it, the little kite said, as he looked at the others high over his head. I know I should fall if I tried to fly. Try, said the big kite, only try, or I fear you never will learn at all. But the little kite said, I'm afraid I'll fall. So here we have our little kite with us, and this kite actually, he has been used for the kite in this poem in our book. So we are going to use he for this kite. Alright, so this kite wanted to learn to fly, but the kite was afraid that he would fall down. He was afraid of flying. Alright, this kite sees so many other kites flying, as we have this line here, as he looked at the others high over his head. So this kite sees other kites flying over his head, and this kite, our little kite, is upset because he wants to fly too. He also wants to have that feeling of flying, but he can't fly because he is afraid. He is fearing. He is afraid to fall. He is afraid that he might fall. I know I should fall if I try to fly. I can never do it. The kite is very sad, and he says, I can never do it. I'm afraid I will fall. But his friend, the big kite, here's the big kite. The big kite says, try, said the big kite. Try, try, said the big kite. Only try. But this kite says, I fear that I will fall. I will never learn at all because I think I'm afraid I will fall. So let's see what happens in the story. Will this kite be ever able to learn to fly? Please be with me. Don't go anywhere. We will find out the answer of this question that just occurred to our mind. The big kite nodded, well, goodbye, I'm off, and he rose towards the tranquil sky. Then the little kite's paper stirred at the side, and trembling he shook himself free for flight, first whirling and frightened, then braver ground. Up he rose to the air alone, till the big kite looking down could see the little one rising steadily. Alright, so what has happened in the second stanza? The big kite nodded, well, goodbye, I'm off, and he rose towards the tranquil sky. The meaning of the word tranquil is calm and peaceful. That is the meaning of the word tranquil. Alright, so the little kite, the big kite, he is afraid, he doesn't want to fly because he's afraid. But this kite knows how to fly, and this kite loves to fly. So this kite says to this little kite, goodbye, I'm off, and this kite starts to fly, and this kite is just watching him go high in the sky, and this kite rose toward the tranquil sky. Alright, then the little kite's paper stirred and trembling he shook himself free for flight, first willing and frightened, then braver ground. Up he rose through the air alone, till the big kite looking down could see the little one rising steadily. Alright, the big kite is gone, already gone, rising high in the sky. Then this kite, our little kite, he suddenly got this energetic feeling. I'm going to do it. I'm going to at least try. I'm not going to let this go. I'm going to try. I'm going to learn to fly. I will learn. I will fly. And he tries to fly, and first he's doing like this. He's unable to fly, and then somehow he's able to fly, and he flies well. He flies well, and he has reached to the big kite, and the big kite is happy. The big kite is looking down, and big kite is looking down to this little kite, and big kite is happy to see this little kite rising high in the sky. So this kite has finally learned to fly, and what will happen next? Please be with me, don't go anywhere. We are going to find out what will happen next in the story. Then how the little kite thrilled with pride as he sailed with the big kite side by side. So the little kite is happy now. He's thrilled with pride, and he's sailing, and he's enjoying the flight with the big kite. And the big kite and the little kite, they're flying high in the sky together, and the little kite is having the time of his life. He's very happy because he has finally learned to fly. So they are both flying together now. While far below he could see the ground. While far below he could see the ground, and the boys like small spots moving round. They rested high in the quiet air, and only the birds and clouds were there. So what is the view that this kite sees from the sky? This kite sees the boys like you and your classmates and me. So we are all the boys and the girls and men and women and ladies and gentlemen, all of them. They are looking very small and tiny from the sky, all right? This kite is flying so high in the sky that when the kite looks down from there, all of us look so small. All right, then what has happened in the story? They rested high in the quiet air, and only the birds and clouds were there. So that they are both in the sky. These kites are flying in the sky, and they only find other birds flying there, all right, in the clouds, near the clouds and in the sky. Oh, how happy I am, the little kite cried, and all because I was brave and tried. So finally, our little kite is very happy and satisfied. The kite says, it has happened because I was brave and I tried. So it's very important to try. Trying is very important. We should never quit without trying. What have we learned from this beautiful poem? We have learned that we should always try. You have some dreams, I have some dreams, we all have some dreams, and we want to achieve those dreams. But what are we doing to achieve those dreams? That is more important. Are we trying, or we are just sitting and doing nothing about them? So it's very important to try. What have we learned from the story? Don't quit without trying. This is what we have learned today. We will never ever quit without trying. Don't quit without trying. Try. Thank you for being patient.